Hey guys, welcome to day one of my vlogging. So today we'll be doing many of the stuffs and I have a bunch of things going on in my life. Recently I set up an N8N server on a Docker and I have exposed it to public via Cloudflare tunnel, and I also have a home assistant running in a VM, and I have tunneled it as well, and also I'm building a node server which should be tunneled and it would be accessible to public, and that's mainly for my purposes. Okay, now yeah, coming to the topic, I had currently I'm facing few of the issues. One mainly being with the innate one Docker which I am running, I'm unable to run the tunnel on the login of my system. So let's today I'll be working on fixing that up. Let's see where I go. So bunch of things which I figured out when I was working yesterday was, so for when I'm working in the terminal forward slash library, all the files over there would be actually the root one, not the user one, the users one. So if I have to run any of the command or any of the files, I need to create a plist file and I have to keep it inside the library launch agents. And yesterday I figured that out, and I have kept my Cloudflare tunnel connect commands in the plist in launch agents under the library, but I think some of that is throwing an error, and on login of the system it's not actually booting, it's not actually executing the command, it's not getting connected to the tunnel. So I'll be looking out today why is that so happening. Okay, let's kick up my terminal. Right, okay, in my terminal, let me see if the tunnel, which are the tunnels that are currently connected. Cloudflare tunnel list. So I can see that there are three tunnels and only one is connected. Let me quickly take a look at the all the plist commands that I'm executing. So this is my plist file, and I'm trying to run these stuffs. Is this the old one? I think this is the old one because I remember creating different strings for each of the command. Let me see what logs I am getting. Logs, yes. So opened up my ID, Cloudflare out error. There is no error in that. Check with task in the chat GPT. So okay, turns out that the launch day would not be able to resolve these usernames, so I'd have to manually give in my username. So who am I? I am Sumant Pettadapura. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna replace this here. I think, yeah, I can say that because I am the okay, I'd be now making each of these as individual strings so that if one execution of any of the command fails, it should not be affecting the other. So for those who don't know what tunnel is, tunnels are basically like it's a route to yours one place to another place. Okay, so Cloudflare provides tunneling service, which basically with the help of that what we can do is we can expose some of our like local address ports to the public, and we can link a domain in the Cloudflare config so that we can expose our local address to the public, and it's pretty much helpful when you want to expose some of your system to public. Okay, I have edited my plist. Now let me just check with the linter whether it's fine. No, there is some error with my plist. On line number 14, what's the issue? There is some, yeah, there is no closing of the string. Let me validate again. Yes, it's fine now. Okay, now let me stop any of the old instances of this running. Yeah, I've closed it. Now let me bootstrap it with the bootstrap the launch agent again. Yeah, I think it's started. Now let me verify if it's loaded. Yes, I it should have been loaded, but it's not showing any PID. But let's see if Cloudflare tunnel is connected now. No, let me check with the logs. It's giving some message Cloudflare tunnel to running this. Let me validate the plist. It looks valid. And stop the old instances and start the .ctl. It started, and let me verify if it's loaded. It seems to be loaded. Why? This home assistant is already getting connected, so I'm just removing it out as it would be triggered by the VM machine. Let me stop and stop. I'm getting an error now. It doesn't seem like I'm getting any error. Oh no, I'm still getting. Is the Cloudflare connected? No. Let me restart my system and see. Yeah, so finally found the issue. The thing was, and actually it's an issue with the Cloudflare itself. I got this thread which said tunnel error on macOS when installed as service, blah 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 blah. I went through this, and they're not gonna fix it because not much of people are going to be are using it. They said, and many places where it is being used, it would be used on Linux, and most of them are would be running on server, and in server macOS would not be running. So they haven't fixed, but there's a workaround. So the workaround I found was like to not include the tunnel ID or the tunnel name when I'm passing it in the plist. So I modified the plist to not have it, and I just tested it out, and I could see that it had a PID and Cloudflare was running, and when I checked the logs, there was no errors in that. Uh, Let me show you. Yeah, the Cloudflare, we can see that it's running fine. So now let me restart the system and check out whether it's running fine or not. So I'm shutting down my system now. So we don't be paused now. Okay, so now I have restarted my system and let me see how it goes. Okay, now let's open the terminal. Oh god, please work, please work. Okay, my terminal is up here now. Let me see. Cloudflare tunnel list. Is it connected? Okay, one thing is connected. Watchman 2. Why is the another one not connected yet? Tunnel to Mac. Okay, one thing has started working. You can see that Watchman 2, this tunnel connection has been running and this one is not running yet. Okay, let's see if we have got any logs with this. Cursor library logs. Why is it not running? Okay, we debug one thing. Let me open up. Okay, I can see that two tunnels are connected. The first tunnel was getting connected earlier also, had no issue with that, and now this Watchman tunnel is also getting connected, but now this tunnel to Mac is not getting connected. I don't know why. I have to check the logs. Let me see if this tunnel ID is mentioned in the log. No, it's not even mentioned over there. Why is it not mentioned? Okay, let me check in Cloudflare how I had created that tunnel. Probably it might be because of that, because when I create the tunnel in Cloudflare dashboard, it doesn't give me the credentials JSON, and when I do it via the terminal, it does provide. So there might be an issue. Let me go into my Cloudflare account. Zero trust. How had I connected? Yeah, I had connected that using the dashboard because it shows me this tunnel, my locally managed one, and this is an issue which I had found earlier as well. Like when I create it via dashboard, it doesn't like provide me the credentials files, and it sometimes causes the issue. Let me see the configuration. What's the publish route? It's running on 8123 and it's tunnel to Mac. Why does this have home assistant as well? What's my home assistant or Summy-dot-dev? Yeah, this is one, but why can't I see the other one? Home assistant. Tunnel service is one.
ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬಾ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ
ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಕುಳ್ಳು, ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
ಬಿಸಿ ಬಿಸಿ ಇದೆ ನಾವು ಪಾಯಸ ಎಣ್ಣೆಗಾಯಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ
ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಸರಿ.
864. Okay, this has got some issue. So shall I delete this tunnel and shall I start back from the... Yeah, let's do that. Probably that's the only inconsistency that I'm seeing now. This is being created from the dashboard, so let's delete this. Srimad Venkatramana Govinda Govinda. Okay, now let's create another tunnel. Cloudflare tunnel. Create in18 tunnel. In18. No, let's be just in18. Okay, tunnel created with the ID. Okay, now let's check the list. Okay, it is there. N8 Lamma, N8N. I'll be deleting it and creating it again. I'm a stupid guy. Okay, deleted this. Okay, now the tunnel is created. Let me reassure that. Yes, I can see. Okay, now tunnel list. Okay, but I don't have the configuration for the tunnel. Okay, cursor dot Cloudflare. Let's see. Why do I keep fucking up with the cursor's name? Config.yml. Yeah, I need to create one more config. How to. Okay. Oh, I don't need to create multiple tunnel. So one tunnel is enough and I can point it to multiple ports. So okay, let's kill this tunnel then. N8 I'm killing this tunnel, delete the tunnel. I have this as watchman. I want to configure it. Is it possible? Not from here. Okay, let this one stay. Okay. My Docker is not running, so let me run the Docker. cd docker init docker compose up detached. Yep, it started up. Let me see if I can access via locally. Locally, is it able to come up? We fire up the. Why is this thing not running now? 5678 it was, sorry. Okay, let me. It's not 8123. 8123 was Home Assistant. This one is 5678. Done. Is this gonna be enough? Let me see.
It's 2:30.
Let me restart the Cloudflare and then check. Okay, it's 80 now. Let's see. Okay, Home Assistant is able to be accessed via tunnel, but this fucker is failing. I think I have to update my DNS. Let me check. This is pointing to this is pointing to no. So tried out many things with the watchman that is working actually fine now. You can see like this domain I'm able to access, it's being tunneled properly, but my N8 not able to. I don't know what's the issue. The DNS record, if I'm looking up, showing up properly. You can see watchman has proxy.o, so does the N8 has, but I'm not able to access. Why this happened? Let me see the file saying that short answer. My YAML file is syntactically fine, but there's a real problem. Your hostname in home.summy.dev contains an underscore, which is not a valid character for DNS hostnames and will cause TLS hostname certificate problems and inconsistent behavior across the resolvers. That's the most like by watchman.summy.com works, but let's the name as, and I think I would have to modify this stuff as my config of Docker environment file, and I would have to run that Docker.
It's 3 o'clock.
Docker, where are you, Docker content? Docker come here. Let me see. It's running right server. Okay, well and good. Just in. Okay, as per the latest digging, I had n8n underscore home, so that could have been causing an issue, the underscore. So now I have removed the underscore and just kept it n8n.summy.dev. Let me now try with this. Now apply the DNS mapping. Okay, now added this in. Now let me trust for n8n. No, I am not running this. So let me kickstart the Watchman server. Okay, started the server. Server is running. This one is server kappa gurve. think that is cool.
It's 4 o'clock.
Okay, finally, I think it got fixed, and the issue was the underscore in the URL in my address. So let me quickly check up if it's true, and let's see the Cloudflare tunnels list, and if everything is connected. The N8N is not connected. Okay, but let me see what's running up in the Watchman. uh, Cloudflare tunnel watchman 2 info. What was the command? Tunnel info watchman 2. Name of the creator watchman 2. But which one is that? Okay, let me shut down this stuff, uh, this tunnel, and see if it's still gonna work. I know I'm fucking it up. It's okay. Cloud flared tunnel cleanup, not watchman to N8N. Let's shut this tunnel down. Okay, we have shut that up. Let's check the list. Why is it still showing this up? Okay, let's delete the terminal from dashboard itself. Cloudflare. Zero trust. Network tunnels N8N. Yes, this is inactive. Let's delete that up. I should have renamed this. I didn't want it in the name Watchman 2, but it's okay. Let's fuck them up. Okay, only two things are running and it's connected. Whew. I think major stuff is done. Oh, is it connected? Nah, I'm getting heart attack now. Please run. Localhost 5678. Yes, it's running. Yeah, it's running. N8N home. Yeah, this will be the password for one. Oh, no. I'm not gonna be speaking out my password. Summy-dot-dev sign in. Is this the password? Okay, that was the password. Where is my auth? Let me get my auth. It's here itself. We got it, we got it, we got it. 093160. Yes, this is my thing. Get authenticated. Yes, it's running. So, okay, now we are connected. Now I have got some chores to do. That is, since I changed my URL, it's no more N8N underscore home. I would have to clean up my webhooks. Yeah, because my webhook addresses would have changed. Yeah, now I have to copy these webhook URLs. This is the watchman. Okay. Okay, this is for railway events. I have to update it. Let's go to my railway app. Dashboard. Take me to dashboard. Summy-dot-dev. Okay, this is my site. I run my backend and my front end deployed on railway. They are like super DX friendly. You guys should definitely check it out. Big shout out to railway. And webhooks. Okay, update them up. Copied the test URL. Let me see. Now listen to the events. Test webhook. Yep, node executed successfully. Save the webhook. Okay, now production URL, copy the production URL. Okay, production URL is also working. Now save this up. Now back to and this is the watchman 8, where should I hook this up? Yeah, this one I should update it in my code. Okay, let me pull up Cursor and open up my repository, backend repository. Okay, now things are moving in speed. Code repositories, Summy-dot-dev, backend. Sir. Okay, there must be downloaders.js here. Yeah, this is where I'm hitting the webhook. Updated this, commit the file, let the chat GPT write the commit message and got that up. Commit it directly to the production line because yes, we do like living the life risky. Okay, let's push this. Okay, it got pushed. Let us check in the railway whether if it triggered the deployment. Okay, wait. Yeah, it triggered the deployment. And did it trigger the workflow? Yeah, it has triggered the workflow. Ouch. Let's see, executions. Oh, I think I already got the deployment message. Let me open Discord. So this automation which I have that actually runs and it would call a Discord server. This is my home's Discord server. And when did this message come up? Deployments. Where is the last deployment? This is the last deployment message. 1758. Yep. This is the one. It got deployed. Repo. No, this is the backend one.
It's 6 o'clock.
Now these are the messages. Yeah, I think it has got deployed. Let me check. So this one is actually workflow which gets triggered when anyone downloads resume from my website. So let's go and check this out. No, let me have this in parallel. Okay, so this is another bot I have. Watchman. This would basically tell me if anyone downloads my resume. Let's go to my site, download the resume. It should trigger now. Did it get triggered? Why there is no message yet? Yeah, one more thing is running now. Execution. Let us see if it is finally working fine. I should get a message here now. Oh, this is not the one. Why can this deployed? Okay, now I have to debug this. Debug my workflows. Why it is not triggering the message? Watchman. Okay, let me check the server settings. Integrations to webhook. Watchman. Copy webhook URL. Okay, copy it. Oh wait, got it. Got the issue. Probably I've copied the test URL and I have replaced it in my code. Yep, it was a test webhook, so I need to use the production webhook URL over here. Did I still copy this? Copy this one. Okay, updated it. I don't have time for that to fail. Push to production directly. Why is this taking too much time? Did it trigger the deployment? Let's wait for it. And the wait. Okay, today major things got resolved. I was able to run the Cloudflare tunnel on boot of my on login of my system, and then I was able to resolve the issue with the tunnels and the DNS stuff, and now it's connecting properly. Now my home automation N8N and my local server is being able to be accessed directly through the system. Let's just check it. Not this one. This URL would be n8n.summy.dev. Yeah, we can access this one. And another one is the new server which I'm building. Yeah, even this is accessible, and home assistant.summy.dev. Yes, all the three services are running. Uh, I think I need to build a system where I can check the health of my services and keep a tab on that, and ping my Discord server whenever any of the services go down. That would be really helpful, I guess, whenever I'm away from my system, so that I can keep a watch on it. I think that's what I'm gonna be building with my Watchman server. Cool. Yeah, and this is my home. This is the living room, and this is the cradle of my son. Okay, that's it for today, I guess. No, the day is still long. I'm waiting for the stream deck which I had ordered. I don't know when it will arrive. It should be arriving in some time. My wife gifted me this Elgato Steam Deck and this one as well. A gimbal, a pretty cool one, and it's lightweight. I wanted this from long time. She gifted that to me and this one as well, since I'm started to record my day-to-day life and started with blogging. I'll do a unboxing of it once it arrives. And the gimbal is already here. It came today morning. And this is my site. It's been long time since I wrote a blog. I should write blog. Should start writing blogs. Why is this taking too much of time? My internet is shaky. Okay, got triggered. Did it trigger the overflow? Did I get any message in Discord? Yeah, I have got the message in Discord. Why does it keep showing me? The commit message was different. Why is it triggering this thing? I need to debug that. Yeah, this is the one which it might have triggered. Let me see what was that. Something is not right. I'll debug it later. First I have to see whether my main workflow, which is notification stuff for downloading my resume, if that is working fine. Why is my internet so slow? Or is my site shitty? Okay, right. It succeeded. Did I receive the message? Yep, message received. It's done. It's working. This pipeline is working, but the release deployment message, I don't know what it is pulling. It's showing random commit message, then the last commit message. It should be showing. Okay, we'll debug this later. Okay. So lessons for today. The main thing which we have learned is underscore in subdomains are not a good way. It messes up this stuff, so it's better to not have uh, underscores in subdomain. It's okay to have hyphen, but no subdomains, no underscores. And we also fixed up one issue with related to having launch agents with Cloudflare. It has some issues. You can't specify the tunnel name. You'd have to just run it without giving the tunnel name, and then it runs fine. So, but the another thing which I would be probably doing is having a Linux server instead of running in Mac, because in Linux the launch agents works fine. I read only in Mac I'm having the issue. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, more to come on this soon. As of now, I'll take a break now. Cool.